Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing the Miniverse Make It Lifestyle Home 1. And today we're going to be making the Pilea, I cannot pronounce it. Pilea pear right here. So I believe they're types of succulents. They did appear in other things before. I'm not quite sure if I have it right off the hand. I don't know where I put it. One of the koi fish. Yep, up here. 1 second. All right, one of the koi fish in the Nature Pond series. This one seems to have Pilea in it, but also, I don't know why this one came mattified. These ones are nice and glossy. Maybe I'll glossify these ones, but that is cool. So today we're going to be putting them in pots. So we have our little perlite mix here. Happy Grow Co. I already took them out while I was unboxing them, but we have two little succulent things. We have a looking kind of thing that catches the extra water, you know, if you water them. It's also for decoration, which is very cute. So put that there. And we're going to put the soil in there, and we're going to place these in there like so. In goodness, some sort of map. We will show you a few tricks if you haven't seen any of my videos. I will show you how I like to keep and also a new method, so stay tuned. Okay, so first things first is I have a silicone bowl over here. I like to take my mini scissors right here, open up. No, they're stuck. What? Okay, it seems my mini scissors are glued together, which is crazy. So I'll take my big bedazzled scissors over here and cut the top off this perlite mix. I'll deal with that later. What I like to do, honestly, I always assume like we're gonna use the whole thing, but there's that much space in these puppies, so I'm gonna take out half of it, maybe a little more than half. Okay, and you can always add more. It's easier to add than take away. I have a little trowel that I've used for something else that's already kind of dirty with dirt. Is that a contradiction? Okay, so mix this around a little bit, and rather than adding resin into it, because it doesn't come with resin, but I'll show you what I like to do after. So pull these forward, and as you see these two things here, this one kind of has a dead spot over here, like it's more flourishing that way. This one seems to be more flourishing. Push it over, so like that. Okay, so take a little perlite. A little bit of perlite in my life. Okay. Push it down in there. Fill the pot about halfway. We'll see what happens here once I put the little... And I like to squish this in here to give it a little indent, but also put it where it's gonna be. Hold it there for a minute. Yeah, see, that's gonna look cute. Pull it back out. And what we'll do, we'll add resin on top. I mean, not resin. We will, but we'll add soil on top after. We'll try a new method. Maybe this will work. Okay, so I'm gonna take this matte top coat here, which I have from Beetles, which I bought just on Amazon, and I'm going to drip it in the hole there and get a big glob of it, honestly. Drip in the hole, all around it. I know this sounds not appropriate. And why I'm doing this, you ask, is because this will secure everything together. But since I know that little divot's in the middle, it'll be easier to cure after. And that might actually maybe all we have to do, but let's do the other one real quick too, just because I'm going to squish it in as much as I can. You know what? I'm going to use what's left in there, and we're going to take this other one over here, push it down into the soil, just like a firm press into the soil. And since it's not really that visible, so see how there's a little hole in there? See how that one's filled with resin? And I'll show you what the resin is going to do. The resin keeps everything together, because I'm a person who has a lot of these, and no offense to anybody, if you have children or if your children play with them, that's completely fine. It is kind of a semi-children's toy, but I use them for displays and stuff. I don't really play with them, so I don't take them out and about as much. So we're letting all this seep into the soil, so I'm going to give it a minute, and then what we're going to do, I'll come right back. We'll place these in here, and then we'll do a full cure. And the reason we're using the matte top coat is because the soil usually looks wet, and if you don't place any resin in there, which it doesn't come with any resin, you can pop it out, you can move it however you want anytime. But if you place resin in there, it'll seep into the soil, and it will also hold it in there to keep it as a display item for a lot longer. But if you use matte resin, it'll just be mattified, it won't be glossy, so it will not look like sometimes it's hard to see. So in this one here, if you can kind of see, it looks very glossy there, so it looks like wet dirt. And then when I did a Mandrake series over here, I ended up using the matte resin, which basically made it look, it's not shiny at all. So it depends on what look you're going for. And I'm gonna try to do this more often. We'll see, depending on how I want it to go. So I will be right back. Okay, so it's saturated as much as I think it will. And what we're gonna do is place each of these in individually, just so they don't cure. Take my spot curing light. I'm gonna invest in a bigger one as well. And it doesn't matter, I guess, because it's round, so where you put it, but place it right in the slot in the middle there that we put, and it should squish the resin out and about. Okay, look at that. That looks like an amazing little potted plant. Perfect. But we're going to want to hold it where we want it in the soil, a little forward, and then put your cure light there. Okay, so that'll hold it in place, which is perfect. I'm going to give it a full cure in my light after. And put this other one up here, which same, it doesn't matter which way you put it in, because just as long as it's sunken into that resin there, which is amazing. All right, so that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna give them a full cure after, but when you want to put them on your little display plates here, you kind of pick the ones, the area where there's less more sparseness there, and you put them together. So like that and like that kind of. And those are cute, two little succulent pear in pots. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. If you watch till the end, please leave a leaf emoji, and I will see you in the next one.